Hey, welcome. My name's Alan Simpson, and this is just going to be a quick tutorial on screencasting or screen recording on the Mac for free without having to buy ScreenFlow or Camtasia or anything. We're just going to use QuickTime and iMovie, which you already have on a Mac. So first you need to open up QuickTime. If it's not there right in front of you, you can click the spotlight magnifying glass, search for QuickTime, and then you're going to want to open QuickTime Player. Okay, and now the next step is to choose File, New Screen Recording. And this little controller pops up right here. You can hit this little down arrow and say what you want to record sound-wise. Now you can record the sound and talk while you're doing it, or you can choose none and not record any sound and then do the voiceover later, which is usually how I do things, but you can go either way. Now the show mouse clicks and recording. If you choose that, it'll be checked, and when you watch the finished movie, you'll see little circles forming around the mouse pointer to indicate where you clicked. I usually don't select that, but you're certainly welcome to do that if you like. Now when you're ready to start recording, click the little red circle in the middle, and you'll see these choices of either just clicking on the screen and recording the whole screen or dragging out a rectangle. I'll record the whole screen, so I'll just click the screen, and now this little circle with the square inside is your indication that it's recording. Now just do whatever it is you want to record. I'll just run around and jump to some websites as a working example. Alright, now when you're done recording, just click that stop button up there in the menu bar, and that little button will disappear and you'll know you're not recording anymore. Alright, then QuickTime will open and you can watch the recording if you want, but most likely what you want to do is choose File, Save from QuickTime's menu, and then just save this file. I'll just call it My Movie. I'll put it right on the desktop. It doesn't matter at this point. Okay? And then once it's saved, you can close up QuickTime and whatever else you have open, and we'll switch over to iMovie where you can do a little editing on it. So the first step there is to go ahead and open up iMovie. And once iMovie is open, if you have, events and so forth, you can create an event or pick an event or something to put it in. I'm not going to get into iMovie here. There's plenty of courses on that. Anyway, to bring in the recording you just made, you want to hit that import arrow. Okay, and then a dialog will open and you can navigate to the folder where you put your movie and just import it from there. And then once it's inside iMovie, it looks like a little clip icon. You can see it here. To actually put it in a movie, you need to add that to the timeline down below. And now you can use standard iMovie editing techniques to make any changes and so forth. Like I said, I'm not going to get into that part of it, but let's say you wanted to add some narration, and this you already have some video you shot with your iPhone in there, and you want to put it down in the corner of you talking. A lot of people do their online courses that way. You would add that headshot of you talking to the timeline. Then you got to get it up above the recorded movie so it's kind of on top of it down in the timeline. Okay, and wherever the left side of that is where the that video will pop in, so there can be a delay or it can start right at the very beginning. Then to keep it from completely covering the original recording, you want to click this double square thing above the preview area, and then you want to choose Picture in Picture from the drop down, and then drag the smaller picture down to wherever you want it to appear in your video, usually the lower right corner, but of course it can be wherever you like. You just want to make sure you're not blocking anything on the screen that the student or user has to see. Okay, so I'll put it down there, and then if you play the whole thing, you'll see the screen recording starts playing, and then when we get to the track where the talking head comes in, he pops in and starts sprouting his many words of wisdom. Okay, so that's the picture-in-picture approach to doing your narration separate from your screen recording. Now if you don't need the talking head, then you can just skip all that and do a voiceover, and I'll show you that next. Okay, so I already just removed the talking head clip by clicking it and pressing delete. Now I'm going to go for a straight voice narration thing. For that, you want to put the playhead at about where you want to start your narration, typically the beginning of the movie if you're just getting started, and then click this microphone icon under the preview area. Okay, and then when you see the red record button, you're ready to start talking, click that. Now your screencast will start playing right after the countdown completes. And then you can start talking, and now it's recording your voice, and you'll see your screen recording playing. And when you're done narrating, you can click that same record button. That'll stop the recording, and you'll see the voice recording as a clip over here to the left. But you don't need to add it to the timeline because it's already there. You might not see it at first. You actually have to go down to the timeline and make sure you're scrolled all the way to the bottom. And typically the voiceover will be under the screen recording like this. And when you're finished with all your voice narration, you can just click Done there over on the right side of that bar. Okay, now all of the usual iMovie stuff still applies. For example, up at the top here, you can click Audio to add background music or sound effects. You can click Titles to add different kinds of subtitles and credits and so forth. You can use backgrounds here to put in fancy backgrounds and transitions to put in transition effects between clips. Okay, well, when you're happy with your movie, okay, it plays exactly how you want it to play in the timeline, that's when you'll produce your finished product, which will typically be an MP4 file you publish on YouTube, or maybe one lesson in an online course that you publish on one of the online schools. Okay, and to do that, you start with clicking this Share button near the top right corner. Then choose File, and then pretty much just fill in the blanks. I'll call this My Course. In real life, it would probably be like O1 lesson or O2 lesson because each video is a course lesson, but we'll just call this one My Course. The description is totally optional. Video and audio, 720p, quality high, compression, usually you want to go with better quality if you're publishing online like YouTube or an online school. Then click Next and give it a file name and a location. I'll just stick it right on the desktop. Click Save. And then you wait. It's not an instant thing. It takes a little while to render the video file. When it's done, you'll get this Share Successful indicator, and you can click Show to see what you have, or you can just close up iMovie and go find that MP4 file. That's the one you're going to want to publish, either by uploading to YouTube, like I said, or to an online school or whatever you're using the video for. Okay, makes sense? Hope that helps. I'll also give you a link to some more resources for iMovie in the description for this video. Okay, thanks a lot for watching.